Welcome to the deep dive. Ready to get a little creeped out? We're diving into The Housemaid by Freida McFadden.
Ooh, good pick. I'm seeing this one everywhere. Everyone seems to be talking about it. And for good reason, it's twisty.
Right. And you guys know how much we love a good twist. You've sent us so many excerpts and reviews for this one, so let's get into it.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this book is striking a nerve with a lot of people.
Well, you know what they say, sometimes truth is stranger than fiction.
And this book definitely blows that line a bit. I mean, it explores those hidden power dynamics you see within families, especially in those seemingly perfect households. It's something I think we can all relate to on some level, right?
Totally. You see a title like The Housemaid and think, okay, domestic thriller, but this one seems like it goes way deeper than that.
Absolutely. And McFadden is so good at building that suspense right from the first page.
Oh yeah, those excerpts you shared have me hooked. So let's start with the basics. Give us the rundown. Who's Millie and what gets her tangled up with this perfect family in the first place?
So we've got Millie, who's desperate for a fresh start. She's running from something in her past.
Ooh, mysterious. Don't leave me hanging.
Okay, no spoilers. So Millie stumbles upon this live-in maid position for this wealthy family, the Winchesters. And on the surface, it seems like the perfect opportunity. Big house, good pay, almost too good to be true,
Yeah.
you know?
There's always a catch. That's what makes these stories so gripping.
Right. McFadden lures you in with this perfect facade, but as you keep reading, the layers start to peel back and things get seriously twisted.
Okay, so we have Millie, our mysterious protagonist, and the seemingly perfect Winchesters. What kind of vibe are we talking about here?
Well, there's Nina Winchester, the lady of the house. And let's just say she's not exactly winning Employee of the Month awards.
Ooh.
Her behavior towards Millie, it's erratic, borderline cruel, actually.
Ugh, I hate that. Just reading some of those excerpts, I felt so uncomfortable, like I was intruding on something I shouldn't be seeing.
That's McFadden for you. She knows how to get under your skin. And then you've got Andrew Winchester, Nina's husband. He's almost the opposite.
The classic good cop, bad cop dynamic.
It's like he sees what Millie's going through and almost feels sorry for her. But then again, is he being genuine?
Yeah.
Or is there something else going on there? That's what makes this book so good.
She's playing with our expectations, making us question everyone's motives right off the bat. Love it.
You got it. It's like McFadden is setting up this chess game where we're constantly trying to figure out who to trust. And just when you think you've got it all figured out, bam, she throws another curveball your way.
It's like she's always one step ahead.
Exactly.
Bad.
And that's what makes it so addictive. You just have to know what happens next. And you're right there playing along with her, trying to solve the puzzle before she even gives you all the pieces.
Exactly. It's like she tapped into all those anxieties we have about trusting the wrong people, about those picture-perfect lives we see online not being what they seem.
Yes. Like what happens when those perfect lives begin to crumble? What's really going on beneath the surface? McFadden takes that fear and just runs with it.
It's like the ultimate fear of the unknown. We all have our secrets, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Mm.
But some secrets are darker than others. And the lengths people will go to protect those secrets. That's what McFadden captures so brilliantly in this book.
So it's more than just a thriller. It's about the masks we wear, the lies we tell ourselves and others.
Exactly. It makes you question everything. How well do we really know anyone? Even the people closest to us. It's unsettling, but also really thought-provoking.
It's like she holds up this mirror to our own insecurities and says, look, this could be you.
Right. And that's where I think the real power of the story lies. It's not just about Millie's journey, it's about our own capacity for darkness and deception.
And speaking of Millie, her character seems especially interesting. What makes her such a good guide through this messed up world McFadden has created?
Well, we know she's on the run from something. But she's not this tough, jaded character. She's vulnerable, still carrying the weight of her past.
Which makes her instantly relatable.
Right. And it makes you root for her, even as she's surrounded by all these shady characters and weird events keep happening. You just want her to catch a break.
But knowing McFadden, I bet those breaks are few and far between.
Let's just say Millie's in for a wild ride. And because McFadden plots everything out in her head beforehand, those twists and turns hit even harder. It's like she's had all this time to let the story simmer and build in her mind.
It's almost like she's drawing on something darker, something we don't normally have access to.
Exactly. And that's what makes it so compelling. It's like peeking behind the curtain of a seemingly normal family and realizing that things are definitely not what they seem.
Speaking of which, we can't forget about the Winchesters. Nina, with her erratic behavior, and Andrew, the seemingly nice one. Are they hiding something sinister? Or are they victims in all this too?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Mm.
And McFadden masterfully drops these little clues throughout the story, so you're constantly second-guessing yourself. Are they good? Are they bad? Are they both?
It's like she's playing with our expectations, constantly challenging us to figure them out.
And just when you think you have them figured out, bam! She throws another curveball your
I
way.
love that. It keeps you on the edge of your seat. So we've got complex characters, a twisted plot, and all of this is coming from a former doctor.
Isn't that wild? It makes you wonder what other stories she has hidden up her sleeve.
Right. Talk about range. But stories are nothing without someone to tell them. And a good audiobook narrator can really make or break a thriller, wouldn't you say? A good narrator can make you feel like you're right there in the story. It's like they're whispering the secrets in your ear.
Oh, 100%. And with thrillers especially, you need that voice to really draw you in, to build that suspense. So you're not just listening to the story, you're living it.
Exactly. And for The Housemaid, we've got Lauren Allman narrating the audiobook. What have you heard about her
Oh,
performance?
she's getting rave reviews. People are saying she really nails the creepy atmosphere of the book.
Oh, good. I love when narrators really get into the story they're telling. You can tell when they're invested, you know?
Right. It makes all the difference. And from what I've heard, Allman really brings these characters to life, which, with a story like this, with so many twists and turns, you need a narrator who can keep up.
Absolutely. And speaking of twists, we can't not talk about that ending. That epilogue twist everyone keeps mentioning. Without giving anything away, can you just tease us a little? What are we in for?
Okay. All I'll say is this. Just when you think you've got it all figured out, bam, McFadden hits you with one final twist that will leave you speechless.
You're killing me.
Yeah.
See, this is why we love McFadden. She knows how to keep us guessing until the very end.
It's a wild ride from start to finish, that's for sure.
Well, this has been quite the deep dive. The Housemaid sounds like the kind of book that gets under your skin and stays with you long after you finish it.
It is. It's one of those stories that makes you question everything and everyone around you.
It's a good reminder that things are not always as they seem, and sometimes the truth is a lot more twisted than we could ever imagine.
Truth is often stranger than fiction. Right.
Well said. So to our listeners, if you're looking for a book that will keep you on the edge of your seat, that will make you question everything you thought you knew about family, secrets, and the lengths people will go to protect them, then The Housemaid is the book for you.
Definitely add it to your TBR pile.
And that's a wrap on another deep dive. Thanks for joining us as we explored the chilling world of The Housemaid. Until next time, keep reading, keep questioning, and keep those pages turning.